I heard there's gold to be found in Dayton, Nevada. I'm going to search high and low, find some old tailings, look wherever I can, and maybe I might just get lucky. This seems to be getting popular on social media. Taking your horses across country and hoping someone gives you food and water along the way. A lot of people don't agree with it. I'm not sure. What do you think? Major Moxy here. I'm heading off to Dayton, Nevada. I know you've heard of Las Vegas, even Virginia City. But have you ever heard of Dayton, Nevada? It has been declared the birthplace of Nevada, considering it was the first gold found in Nevada, 1849. No one really knows about it. Come on, let's go. I'm going to collect some dirt and go home and pan for some gold. I've heard there's some tailings, and maybe I can find some leftover gold that has floated down since this winter. This should be exciting. Horny toad or the horned lizard. Oh, they love ants. They love red ants. They are so cute. They're one of my favorite little lizards. I've made it to Dayton, and before I go look for some dirt, I'm going to stop at the Rock Point Mill. Rock Point Mill was constructed in 1861. It cost $200,000 and was one of the most expensive mills of the Comstock. The Carson River supplied water to this mill by way of flumes. The cement pillars that held the flumes up are still here. We'll go check those out. We have the unhoused seeking shelter in these caves. This seems pretty cozy in here. Just don't start a fire in here. The stamp mill was originally outfitted with 40 stamps, and by 1866 there were up to 56 stamps. In 1870 it had the capacity to mill 112 tons per day. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm sure it was a lot. In 1888, Rockmill Point was devastated by a fire, but was quickly rebuilt and back in operation by the next year. And historically, as we know it, another fire hits in 1909, but the mill was rebuilt the next year. The mill only ran for 10 more years. It was officially closed in 1920 and was dismantled. Few things we're known for in Nevada are tumbleweeds and our rocky soil. Always picking weeds out of our backyards, and anytime you want a garden, you gotta move so many rocks. Look at this beautiful rock work. Wonder where they got it from. Oh, our dirt. So as you enter Dayton and you look on the hill, you will definitely see this big water tower up here. It is undeniably, you can't miss it. That's why I stopped to check out this park. It looks like someone stacked the rocks there so they can climb on top. I tried, I'm too short. I wonder what's inside, I'm so nosy. Maybe I can see something up this tube. Nope, can't see anything. Dayton State Park is right across the street, and the river is flowing just a few miles from here. Being so close to the river, this is a perfect place to have a stamp mill and easy access with a little flume to provide all the water. They had 2 wheels that actually provided the power for this mill. After it closed down in 1920, This was operated for 32 years as the local dump until it was acquired by Nevada Department of Highway. And in 1977, it was transformed by Nevada State Parks into what you see today. The Department of Nevada State Parks, they have worked hard to clean and remove some of the trash that was in the dump, but there are still some cars under the dirt that you can see, and a little bit of glass. If anyone can make out the make, model, and year of this car, leave it in the comments below. I couldn't imagine when this place was operational with 56 stamps slamming down and crushing ore, how loud it would be to work over here. You'd think the highway's loud right now. After the mill closed down, they turned this area into a landfill, and then the highway bought it and cleaned it up ish, but you could see the remnants of the landfill. This whole pit must have been filled, and then they put some picnic tables there, and it's nice now. Once was a stamp mill, turned into a landfill, turned into a state park. Still has glass here, but it's historical glass. So be careful, kids, when you play. Don't cut yourself. I was here earlier in the spring and it was flooded down by the cottonwoods. It was so moist. It actually was finally dried out where you can walk over or down by the trees. Lots of moisture means lots of bugs, which means lots of lizards. I've seen so many lizards out this summer. Where I'm heading off to go check out dirt where the overburden from the mines are, the cemetery's right on the hill. So I'm going to make a quick stop and check out this historic cemetery. Dayton Cemetery, established in 1850. In 1977, the Dayton Cemetery Committee was formed. Still house hunting, looking for property. I've actually thought about getting some land, but actually in a cemetery. These prices aren't too bad. Not sure if I need a couple plots in Nevada. I saw some nice ones in Oregon. It's nice when cemeteries have committees and volunteers that come and restore headstones and paint the fences. You learn so much history when you visit these cemeteries. I'd rather go to a cemetery than a museum. I learned so much about the community and the city and the years and the lives of those who lived in the town. Cemeteries, the first place where you can get a clue if there is a devastating fire, any sickness that went through the town. You could tell the prominent members of the town with their beautiful headstones, and then the less known folks. The moment they found gold in the Dayton Hills, it put Nevada on the map. Being one of the oldest historic towns, it's going to have the oldest cemetery, continuously maintained in the Silver State. As exciting as old stamp mill ruins and a cemetery, I came out here to find some gold. I heard that there is some tailings, overburden, piles and piles. You could see it from Google Earth. But I've been up there, and there's some homeless encampment going on, and I don't feel safe. So I'm just going to hike down to the creek, which is dry this summer, and now it has some water flowing through it in fall.
It's just springing up under the ground.
Oh, what a gorgeous fall day it is. I was out here earlier this summer. It was hot. Today is beautiful. It is 1st of November, and it is gorgeous out here. This creek was dry just a few weeks ago. I can't believe how much water's already flowing down here. I have to come back here after this winter and see how it is in the spring. That is one heavy metal hairdryer. Ooh, crystal. I'm less interested in the specks of gold I might find as opposed to the beautiful rocks I can collect.
Crystals.
With this water flowing, this would be a great place to pan, but I didn't bring my pans. I'm just going to take some dirt samples home and pan when I get back. Right at the top of this canyon, there is a lot of trash, people dumping, and it's made its way down into this creek. There's so much garbage down here. Empty. I'm still looking for that bag of money someone accidentally lost. Never found that yet. Oh, I've made it to the bedrock where it meets the stream. I'm going to collect a little bit of dirt here. Take out all the big rocks and get just a little bit of dirt that's on top of this bedrock. Sample some of this soil out of the crack, and I'm going to remove some of the loose rocks and get the dirt from underneath those also. Sweep that and bring that home so I could pan it for any gold nuggets or flakes or little tiny crumbs, maybe just dust. I've had more luck crushing ore than I've ever been a placer miner. As fun as it is to pan, I've definitely had better luck crushing ore and then panning through that. A lot of people love hunting for gold. I found a camp. People make a hobby of this, kind of like fishing. Sometimes you don't catch a fish, but they'll spend hours doing it. Just like gold. They will spend hours, weeks, days down here collecting some dirt, hopefully to find a little speck of something when they get home. I think everybody does it for the fun, not for the riches.
This is where you're gonna want to hunt. In the bedrock. They're doing some good job.
I wouldn't want to invade anyone's campsite. I just have to make sure this isn't abandoned. There's no dead bodies, no bodies in these totes, just dirt. Just checking, move it along, no harm. Someone was just here recently. There's fresh footprints and a fresh pomegranate. This thing's still juicy. I was here earlier this summer and I was going to go hiking. I didn't feel comfortable because the encampment above and so many vehicles going around that I didn't feel safe being here alone. So I brought my bodyguard in return today to get some samples. From you walking in on someone digging up gold to an encampment, you might be really bothering the folks out here that prefer to be alone. So I prefer not to hike alone.
Van Halen.
The sun's going down sooner and it's getting cold. I made it just in time. I'm going to take this dirt home and we're going to pan that. Stay tuned in the next video, see if I found any gold.